Let's get fresh. Hi guys, it's Elle, and today we are shaking things up by reviewing the Hulu original movie, Fresh. Before we get into it, I would like to give a shout out to Raise Energy by Rep Sports. Use my coupon code to save 15% on your next purchase. My code will be in the descriptions. Let's get fresh. Fresh is about Noah, a woman who is completely fed up with dating life. Until she meets Steve, a charming man who has a secret life. This is a typical meet cute, or we are led to believe so. But actually, it's boy meets girl, girl likes boy, and boy thinks she looks good enough to eat. Literally. After the second date, he's putting out red flag signals. I mean, he asked her to go on a weekend getaway with him, and it just was very suspicious, and he was subtly being very aggressive in the way he asked. Noah at least does one smart thing. She tells her best friend Molly that, hey, I'm going out on a weekend getaway with this guy, Steve. I barely met him. Like, here's his picture. Molly, against her better judgment, says, okay, well, you really can't tell your friends what to do anyway. So she just says, Noah, just please text me throughout the trip. Let me know you're okay and that everything's fine. So once Steve reveals that, hey, we're going to such and such location, Noah gets on her phone, texts her best friend, and just says, hey, this is where we're going. We're stopping at his place first, and then we'll be on our way in the morning. He doesn't like driving at night. He's trying to send the text message and realizes she has no cell service. So my first gut instinct is, not only is this shady, but he definitely could have a cell phone jammer, because of the fact that they passed numerous cell phone towers on the way. There's literally no reason she shouldn't have cell service. So in order for Noah to survive, she made up a plan that she was going to do whatever it took. Unfortunately, part of that plan was she had to partake in consumption of human meat. She's making jokes, you know, at this point it's already beyond creepy. You got him making her human-based meals. He brings out a breast, a piece of breast, and at this point she starts kind of giggling and then says, you saved the breast for last. Which, I don't understand why you need that satiric humor in there, especially since the scene is so disturbing within itself. Unbeknownst to Noah, her best friend Molly, she's awesome. So she's been texting her, calling her, trying to get her location, everything. Because at this point, she's probably been there for a couple days beyond the weekend getaway. Then she's doing some digging. She's like cross-referencing photos, figuring out where her friend could be. Well, she actually finds Steve's address and goes to it. Meets Anne, who we find out is Steve's wife. But Steve doesn't go by Steve. Steve goes by Brendan. Steve walks in, And he's like, my name's not Steve, it's Brendan. As Brendan is escorting Molly out, she decides to give Noah's phone a call. Well, her ringtone for Molly is the Golden Girls theme song. So you see Anne in the background knock Molly unconscious with an object as the Golden Girls theme song is playing, and Brendan puts her in the trunk, or Steve. I'm just going to refer to him as Steve. Into the trunk of his car to escort him to whatever location his workshop is at. Noah leads Steve to the bedroom, and just as he's about to enjoy himself, she kind of takes a low blow and bites him below the belt. Locks him in the bedroom and goes to get the other girls. So you have Molly and Penny, her best friend Molly and Penny, who she's been talking to through the walls during this whole entire ordeal. Fight with Steve, which results in the highly sadistic and creepy serial killer getting a bullet straight through his eye. They almost escape when Noah realizes, I don't have my cell phone. Horror Story 101, you don't break from the pack. What does she do? She breaks from the pack. So she's gonna be right back. Another no-no. And on her way to retrieve her phone, she runs into Anne. Anne plays a victim. So a fight ensues between Anne and Noah. Anne gets the upper hand, is on top of her, strangling her, and then Molly comes to help, and Molly and Penny finish Anne off. I would personally give this a modern day horror thriller a 5, because the storyline is believable, but it lacks gore, which in this movie I think is 10 times better, because I probably would have had to pause that for longer than an hour and go back to it. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, guys. Have a great day.